All right, so are you ready to dive into this? We're going deep on building wealth today.
Absolutely. Should be fun. Lots to unpack.
Definitely. But before we get lost in all the details and stuff,
Yeah,
we should probably take a second to define what rich even means.
totally. What does rich even mean to you? I mean, we could be talking about retiring early or just having the freedom to, follow your passion.
Or maybe it's about leaving a legacy for your kids or something.
Exactly. It's different for everybody. Some folks, it might be owning a home, traveling.
Not stressing about bills for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. But the thing is, you have to figure out what it means for you, Trey.
Absolutely. Once you have that vision, you can start turning those dreams into real goals.
Exactly. So think about it. What would financial security let you do?
Retire early, start a business.
Yeah, or help your family out more. Whatever it is, keep that in mind as we go through all this.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so let's get real. A lot of people are struggling with debt.
Oh yeah, especially high interest debt. It's like a huge weight holding you back.
Definitely. So how do we get rid of it? I've heard this thing called the debt avalanche method is pretty effective.
Oh, the avalanche. Yeah, it makes sense. Imagine you have, let's say, a credit card with a crazy high interest rate,
Okay.
like 18%, but you also have a student loan, lower rate, maybe 5%. With the avalanche, you hit that credit card debt first.
Even if the student loan is a bigger amount.
Right, because that high interest is just costing you way more over time.
Makes sense. Tackle the big one first.
Exactly. You get rid of that, you'll have so much more breathing room.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so say you've got the debt under control. Life still throws curveballs, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's where the emergency fund comes in.
Just in case.
It's your safety net, job loss, medical bills, you name it.
You don't want to dip into your investments for that stuff.
Exactly. The general rule is 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we've talked about the basics. Now for the fun part,
Investing.
investing. This is where things can really grow.
It's like magic. Compound growth. The sooner you start, the better.
Right, time is on your side. And you've got a couple of main options. You can go with a regular brokerage account, or you can look into retirement accounts, like a 401k or an IRA.
Retirement accounts come with some nice tax advantages. We can get into the details later.
We'll definitely get into it, but
Sure.
for now, just remember, starting small and being consistent is key.
So true. Even small amounts add up over time.
Totally. Okay, so speaking of spreading things out, let's talk diversification.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. Remember that crypto crash a while back? Imagine if that was your whole portfolio.
Ouch.
Yeah. Diversifying helps manage the risk.
If one investment isn't doing well, others might be keeping things balanced.
It's like a strong foundation for your money.
And just like any good foundation, you might need to adjust it over time as your goals change.
For sure. Okay, so we've talked about growing your assets. But there's another side to this whole thing.
What's that?
Managing your spending. If you're spending more than you make.
Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We already talked about paying down high interest debt.
Right.
But what about just being more mindful of where your money's going?
Yeah, are you really using all those subscriptions?
Right. Or maybe you can find a better deal on your phone plan.
It all adds up.
It really does.
Okay.
Now, this might sound a little out there, but mindset is a big part of this too.
Mindset.
Yeah, if you're constantly worried about not having enough money, it could become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Ah, I see what you mean. You attract what you focus on.
Exactly. But if you can cultivate an abundance mindset,
Yeah.
it can make a huge difference.
So believing that you can achieve financial success.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Speaking of opportunities, let's circle back to side hustles.
Side hustles.
Yeah, having more than one stream of income.
Oh yeah, diversifying your income. Makes sense.
Exactly. Plus, you can learn new skills, maybe even turn a hobby into a business.
Like what?
Oh, anything. Freelancing, online courses, whatever you're into.
Cool.
It's a great way to boost your income and gain experience. But side hustles are more of a short-term thing. What about passive income?
Passive income. Sounds interesting.
It's like having your money work for you.
Yeah.
So things like investments that pay dividends,
That's right.
rental income, stuff like that.
So you're not actively trading your time for money.
Exactly. It takes work up front, but the payoff is huge.
Sounds amazing. Financial freedom.
That's the goal. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get too deep into passive income strategies, let's talk about something that can really derail you.
What's that?
Those get-rich-quick schemes.
Oh yeah, I've seen those ads.
Yeah.
Make millions from your couch.
It's tempting, but it's almost always too good to be true.
Yeah, I figured.
Building wealth takes time and a solid plan, not shortcuts.
So no magic formulas.
Nope. No magic formulas. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Gotcha. So slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly. All right, we've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah, we have.
but there's still so much more to explore.
Definitely.
It's all about, making smart choices over time.
Absolutely. And remember, everyone's different. What works for one person might not work for another.
Totally. That's why it's so important to figure out what you want. Like, what does rich mean to you?
Exactly. And then create a plan that, actually fits your life and your goals.
It's kind of like, picking a hiking trail. Some people want to climb a mountain, others just want a nice walk in the woods.
Great analogy. And investing is kind of like that too. Some folks like to pick individual stocks and be really hands-on. Others prefer to just, invest in a broad market index fund and let it ride.
Yeah. The important thing is to find something you understand and can stick with.
Consistency is key. Speaking of consistency, remember that compounding thing we talked about?
The snowball effect.
Yeah, exactly. The sooner you start investing, the more time your money has to grow.
And that growth generates even more growth.
It's like magic.
It really is. Okay, so we've been talking about growing your money,
Right.
but let's flip it around. What about managing those things that drain your money?
Expenses. Debt.
Exactly. We talked about paying down high-interest debt, but even after that, it's important to be mindful of your spending.
For sure. It's easy to let those little expenses add up without even realizing it.
Exactly. So, take a look at your budget. See if there are any subscriptions you don't really need.
Or maybe you can negotiate a better rate on your car insurance.
Yeah, good point. Small changes can make a big difference over time. Okay, now for something a little less tangible.
Less tangible.
Mindset, like how you think about money, can actually impact your financial success.
Interesting.
If you're always stressed about money, you're probably not going to make the best decisions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you can shift your mindset to one of abundance,
Abundance.
believing that there's enough for everyone and that you can achieve your goals,
Okay.
it can really change things. It's about seeing opportunities instead of limitations.
like that. Speaking of opportunities, let's talk more about those side hustles.
Oh yeah, they're a great way to add to your income.
And maybe even explore some new interests.
Exactly. You could do freelance writing or graphic design or even start a little online business.
The possibilities are pretty endless.
They really are.
Yeah.
And the best part is you can be your own boss and set your own hours.
Sounds pretty appealing.
But side hustles are more about earning extra income in the short term. What about building wealth over the long term?
Good point.
That's where passive income comes in.
Passive income. We touched on that a bit earlier.
Yeah, it's basically money you earn without having to actively work for it.
Okay, like that.
Well, investments that pay dividends are one example.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you own some rental property.
Ah.
Or you've written a book that generates royalties.
So you're making money even while you sleep.
Exactly. It takes some effort up front to set these things up, but the long-term payoff can be huge.
Sounds like a dream come true.
It can be. But even with passive income, it's important to be smart about your investments. And that brings us back to avoiding those get-rich-quick schemes.
Right, those things that promise you'll be a millionaire in a month.
Yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Building genuine wealth takes time and patience.
So slow and steady wins the race again.
Exactly. Now, let's dive a little deeper into some specific strategies for building wealth. So we've covered a ton of ground on this wealth-building journey.
We have. But one thing's for sure, there's no one-size-fits-all answer.
No magic formula, unfortunately.
Yeah. It really comes down to making smart choices over time.
Consistency is key. It's more of a marathon than a sprint,
Absolutely. But the rewards are definitely worth the effort. I mean, reaching your goals, having financial freedom.
That's what it's all about. And, it's not just about the money itself.
Right.
It's about, what the money can do for you.
Yeah, it's about building a life you love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as you're, working towards your financial goals, don't forget to think about the bigger picture. What really matters to you? What kind of impact do you want to have?
Those are important questions.
They are. And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
There's a ton of resources out there.
Yeah.
Books, podcasts, financial advisors.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with this. What's one small step you can take today to get closer to your version of rich?
Could be anything. Creating a budget, making your first investment, even just reading a personal finance article.
Doesn't have to be huge. Just take action.
Action is key.
That's it for our deep dive into building wealth. Hopefully you've got some new ideas and feel inspired to take control of your finances.
Remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself.
So keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for a life of abundance. You got this.